Hello students, this is Madhu Jadhav from Srimati R.S. Kalaria Primary School. Students, today I am going to take chapter 1 of standard 6, Knowing Our Numbers. The first lesson of NCERT book, standard 6, subject maths, that is knowing our numbers. So let me first give you a small introduction of this chapter regarding knowing our numbers. So first we will have the introduction, then accordingly we will start understanding the chapter in a further way. Now students, you all must have learned numbers from the day you started coming to school. Numbers are used in our day-to-day life, and it is very important for us to know the numbers and adding, subtraction and all the other calculations of number. Now, numbers are simple digits. When simple digits come together, it forms number. Let me explain you by giving you one example. For example, let me take a number 87. Now, 87 is a number formed by two digits 8 and 7. Let me give you an example of number. For example, let me take a number 97. Here the number 97 is formed by two digits, one is 9, other is 7. So we can say that the digit 9 and 7 together makes a number 97. Another example of three-digit number, say 248. Here three different digits, 2, 4 and 8. Three different digits form a number 248. Here we are using three digits, and with the help of these three digits a number is formed, that is 248. In short, numbers are formed with the help of different digits. Here I can say separately 9 is also a number, 7 is also a number. When 9 and 7 comes together, it becomes 97. Even 97 is a number. So students, in short, numbers are formed with the help of digits, and digits, when they come together, it forms number. So first we have completed the introduction of digits, how they form numbers. Now I am going to explain you the place value of number, or I can say I will explain you how do you compare the number which is greatest, which is smallest. Now here we are going to understand comparison of numbers. Now how do you compare the number? Again I will explain you with one example. Say for example I am taking a number 96, here I am taking a number 8. Now I have to see whether which number is greatest, which number is smallest. Here it becomes very easy for us to find out which is greatest, which is smallest. Reason, here we have two-digit number, here we have one-digit number. So what happens, automatically seeing the digits of the number, we can compare which number is greatest and which number is smallest. Over here I can say 96 is bigger than 8. Okay, now this becomes easy because it is, here it is two-digit number, here it is one-digit number. But now if I want to compare a two-digit number with a two-digit number, again one example, 88 and 79. Now what will happen students, here we have two-digit number, here also two-digit number, and I want to compare which is greatest and which is smallest. So what I will do, I will compare first the first digit of the number. Here 8 and here it is 7. So when I am comparing 8 with 7, I come to know that 8 is bigger than 7. So automatically 88 is greater than 79. Okay, now this was because the numbers were, the first digit were different. What if the first digits are same? Again with one example, 99. Okay, I will change the number, 94, 99. Now both, here if we compare the number, I can say that both first digit is 9. Here also it is 9, here also it is 9. Then what we will do? Then what we have to do, if both the first digit are same, we will move on to the second digit of the same number. So now we will compare the second digit of the 94 and second digit of 99. So we'll compare here 4 with 9 because first digit are same. So when I am comparing 4 with 9, I come to know that 9 is bigger than 4. 9 is greater than 4. So automatically when I am comparing, I come to know that 94 is smaller than 99. 94 is smaller than 99 means that 99 is bigger than 94. So students, here you must have come, the concept of comparison of number must have come clear to you, that if there is a single digit number with comparing with 2 digit number, automatically the 2 digit number is bigger. But when we are comparing 2 different digits, we have to compare the first digit and find out. And if both the digits are same, then we will go for the second number. Now I will be explaining you the ascending and descending form of numbers. For example, I will take 4 numbers. I have taken 894, 764, 891 and 98. First I will find out the numbers. How many digits are formed with the numbers? So here this is a 3-digit number. Here this is a 3-digit number, this is a 3-digit number, but this is only a 2-digit number. So automatically this 2-digit number is smaller than the other 3 numbers. So in ascending form, you all must be knowing what is ascending form. Ascending form is finding out the numbers from smaller value to the bigger value. So here we have found out the smaller value. So 98 is smaller. Then we will compare the other 3 numbers and we will compare the first number of all the 3. First one is 9, second one is 7, third one is 8. When we compare the numbers, we come to know that 7 is smaller than 8 and 9. We have compared the first digit. So my second number is 764. Then I will compare the first digit of 8 and 9. Here I will come to know that again 8 is smaller than 9. So my third number is 891 and the left out number 984. So this is my ascending form of number, where I will compare the numbers, 4 different numbers. I will see its number with 2 digit, 3 digit and I will compare. So my answer is 98, 764, 891 and 984. And when I am going to find out its descending form, what will happen? If I am using the same numbers, automatically the last number in ascending form is smaller, will become bigger in the descending form. So in the descending form, my answer will become 984. Why? Descending form, students, we go with the bigger number to the smaller number. So 984, then 891, 764 and 98. So in descending form, the numbers are formed from a greater value to the smaller value. So 984, 891, 764 and 98. So over here we have learned the comparison of numbers with finding out which are the greater numbers and which are the smaller numbers when 3 to 4 numbers are given together. So here in this introduction we have learned 2 things, that is how to find out the numbers, comparison the numbers and ascending and descending form of numbers. Now students will be knowing the place value of number system. We have 2 types of place value. We use Indian system also and international system also. So first I will be explaining you the Indian system and then I will be explaining you the international system and then we will be comparing both the systems. So students, if there is a number 978. When you were small and when you used to do addition, subtraction in these numbers, the teacher used to help you know the place of the number by writing 0 T H. This is the place. This is the place of the number. Again the value becomes different. So what we say that 8 is in the ones place, 7 is in the tens place and 9 is in the hundreds place. Even in ones place we call even it as unit place. So this is the ones position, the tens position and the hundreds position. Then as we move on from left to right and I am adding one number, say 4, then it will become 1000 followed by 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore. Okay students? So now what happens? We have crore and we have lakh. These two things are used in Indian system. But when we go for international system, we use million and billion. But this is for international system and this is for Indian system, knowing the place of the number. Now, say ones, tens, hundreds, 10,100, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore. It moves on from left to right. But similarly, when it comes on international system, we don't use 10, we don't use lakh and crore. Instead of that, we use million and billion. But that does not mean that lakh is replaced by million and crore is replaced by billion. No. The actual counting of international system is totally different from that of Indian system. So first we'll learn Indian system and then we'll compare it with international system. Now I'll give you one example by writing the number and showing you the difference of Indian system and international system. For example, let me take the digit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so it is totally 9-digit number because I have started from 1 and ended at 9. Now we'll always, when we find the place, we take from left to right. So first we'll find out the place of 9, which is 9 is always in the ones place, or we say it is the unit place. In old maths we used to say units, now we say it as ones. Then the 8 position is in tens place, 7 is in hundreds place, 6 is 1000, 5 is 10,000, 4 followed by 4. Now after 10,000, if I count ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, then it will be followed by lakh, 10 lakh. Then crore and 10 crore. Now if I want to find out the place of say 5, then I will count from blank, that is ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, and 5 is in the position of 10,000. Okay students, if I want to find out the place of 3, again I will move from left to right. I'll count ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, lakh, and 3 is in the place of 10 lakh. So if with the help of this chart I come to know the place of the number which I want to know. This is nothing but the Indian system, because in this Indian system after 10,000 we start with lakh, 10 lakh, crore and 1 crore. But now I'll be explaining you the international system and I'll be explaining you what is the difference. Okay students? Now till 100 it will be the same. After 100 we'll be taking 1000, 10,000, and what will be the difference I'll be explaining you. So again in international system ones or units, then tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000. Till 10,000, whether it is an Indian system or international system, the place will remain same. But now when we are moving on lakh, it becomes different. So when we are finding out the place value of international system, ones, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000. Of Indian system or international system, both are same. But when it comes to lakh, the value, the place changes. So after 10,000 in the international system, they take 100,000. Instead of lakh, they use 100,000. Then they will take million. Then 10 million. एक मिनट मिस्टेक है, मिलियन नहीं है, ठीक है. नाउ टिल 100,000. Now we'll move on the 10 lakh position. Now instead of 10 lakh, it will become million. 2 will come in the place of 10 million and then 100 million. Now let me explain you again. In the Indian system and international system, till 10,000 everything will remain the same. The place value both remain same. But when we come on lakh, the lakh is replaced by 100,000 in international system. 10 lakh is replaced by million, crore is replaced by 10 million and 10 crore is replaced by 100 million. So what is the system of international system is they use 1,000, 10,000 and then 100,000. Similarly, they use million, 10 million and 100 million, which we don't use in our international system. Now, okay, if I want to find out the place value of 6, then I'll move from ones, tens, hundreds, thousand. So the place is 6,000. 6 is in the place of 1,000. Indian system also, international system also. But if I want to find out the place of 4, then if I move from left to right, ones, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000 and then it is 100,000 in international system. Again, if I want to find out the place of 2, moving from left to right, ones, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million and 10 million. So in the international system, lakh is replaced by 100,000 followed by million, 10 million, 100 million. So students, by now this concept of place value, national system and international system must be clear to you. National system means Indian system. The place of Indian system must be clear to you with international system. So moving on the next topic. Students, we have learned the place of Indian system and international system. Now we will learn the number name of Indian system and international system. So let me explain you with one example. Let me take a number 98765432. This is an 8-digit number. Let me explain to you first the Indian system of writing the number name in Indian system. In Indian system, what we do, moving from left to right, we first count 3 numbers 1, 2 and 3 and put a comma. Then we take 2 numbers, comma, again 2 numbers and comma. So I'll repeat again that moving from left to right, I'll skip 3 digits, put a comma, 2 digits, comma, 2 digits, comma, and it will go on in Indian system. So now I will read it. This is, now we'll find out the place. Ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore. So this will become 9 crore. Now if 9 is in the crores position, in the place of crore, it will become 10 lakh. So this is 80 lakh. This is in the place of 10 lakh. So this is 80 lakh. But as 7 is together with it, because we have taken both the numbers together, it becomes 87 lakh. $87 lakh 65,000. 6 is in the 10,000 position, and as 5 is with it, it becomes 65,000. And as usual, 432. This is our Indian system of writing number name. Leave 3 position, put a comma, again 2 position, put a comma, 2 position, put a comma. Go on the first number reading the place from left to right. So 9 is in the crores position, so we say 9 crore, 87 lakh, 65,432. Now we will learn the same thing for international system. The number will remain same, but I'll explain you the difference. I'll remove the commas. Now, in international system, what you will do, the first rule will remain same, moving from left to right. I will skip 3 digits, 1, 2, 3, put a comma. Here I will take 3 digits simultaneously, 1, 2, 3, put a comma. Okay. Now, let's see the place of international system. Ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million. This is the difference. So now 10 million, but as this will become 90 million, but as 8 is with it, so it becomes 98 million. Again moving and counting again. Ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000. So 100,000. So all the 3 digits are together. So we'll say 765,000. 765,000 followed by 432. I will again have you a small explanation again. In international system, you will skip 3 digits from left to right, put a comma, 3 digits, put a comma, 3 digits, it goes on. Then we will find out the place till the last value and we'll count accordingly. Units, or you can say ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000 because it is an international system, million, 10 million. So as 9 is in the place of million, 10 million, so it will become 90 and 8 goes with it, so 98,765,432. So I am very sure students, your concept of Indian number names and international number name must have been clear by now. So now today we will go for the next topic, that is estimation. Now estimation, do you have any idea what do I mean by the word estimation? Estimation means I am guessing. I am guessing what will happen. For example, I am going to throw a birthday party and I am going to invite 100 of my friends. So what will I do? I will make a list of the number of students or number of peoples whom I have invited, and I will guess that either in the party of 100, either there will be at least 90 persons or then it can be more than 100 persons. So estimation is an approximate idea, a rough knowledge that how many persons will come for the party. I'll give you one more example of estimation. For example, you have written a paper, you have given a paper of 20 marks. Your paper has gone very well. So what you will do? You will do a rough calculation that how much marks you will get in it. So for example, there is a paper of 20 and you have given a rough estimation that my paper was very much good, I will get 18. When you get the answer or when you get the marks of the paper, you got 18 and a half. Now this half mark, you have to round off. You have to round up. It will become directly 19 out of 20. So you come to know that whatever approximate calculation you had done for the paper has come true. Students, estimation is done in our regular day-to-day life in many ways. Now, for example, I am getting 9 3/4 marks out of 10. So, when the result is coming, we calculate this 3/4 mark. 9 is a round figure, but 3/4 is a integer. So, here it is a fraction. So, here I have to convert that into one more number. So, what we do? We found out an estimation of that number. So, what we do? Rough calculation from this 3/4 mark, we make it 10 out of 10 because I have got 3/4 mark. But if I have got 1/4 mark, then what we do? As this part, 1/4 is a lesser part, 3/4 is away from 9 and 1/4 is near to 9. So, it will come to a round figure of 9 out of 10. Now, I'll explain you in detail what is estimation. Take two numbers. I'll take one number, 30, okay, 7. And I want to find an estimate value. Estimate value is an approx value. It's not confirmed value. It has to be approximate. It can be more or less. So this number is 37. So 37 can come either in the category of 30 or in the category of 40. Estimation has to be in the difference of 10. So now, because it has to be in between 30 or 40. But it is far away from 30. 37 is far away from 30 and nearer to 40. So what will happen? 37 is somewhere near to 40. So what we do? We approximately say that the round figure of 37 becomes 40. Now there is a common rule for estimation that any number from 1, 2, 3, 4. If there is any number, for example, any number is given, say, we'll take the same example, 37. So, if it falls in the category, the second digit, we will always see the last number. If it falls in the category of 1, 2, 3, 4, then my approximate value will become 30. If it is 31, 32, 33, 34. If the last figure falls in this category, then my approximate value will be 30. But it falls in the next number, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Then it will go in the next category, that is 40. You have to see that this number, the unit number, the ones number, and in which category is it fall? If it falls in 1, 2, 3, 4, the approximate value will become 30. If it falls in 6, 7, 8, 9, then it will go in the approximate value 40. Now what about 35? You must be thinking, I have not used this number 35 anywhere. So I am missing one number, that is 5 over here in this calculation of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5. 5 is a number, generally 5 is a middle number between 1 to 10. So what we do, instead of taking it in the category of 1, 2, 3, 4, we take 5 in the category of 6, 7, 8, 9. And as 5 is in the middle number, whichever number is there in the last position, plus 1 is added to it. And okay, now I'll explain you how. if this is 37. So 7 comes in the category of more than 5. More than 5, so what will happen? My round figure I will add plus 1 to 3. And so it will have the round number, estimated value 40. So this is the way how we calculate the estimation. Now, we have different type of estimations. In many of the sums you come to know that estimations will be in the place of tens, 100, 1000, or we will be having general rule. So let me explain you one by one how you find out the estimation value if a number is given and if it is in tens position. 10, if you have to find estimation of 10, how will you do? 100 and 1000. So now I will explain you how do we find out the estimated value for tens, hundreds and 1000. For example, students, I will be giving you two examples and we will solve it on the blackboard. What is the difference when we calculate it with tens, hundreds, thousands? For example, there is a number, say 3644 and 4289. So now first we will go for rounding off on the place of tens. Now when I am focusing on the tens place, I have to always focus on the last two digits. So the first two digits I will copy as it is. I will copy it as it is. Now in that area, what I will do, I will see the last digit is more than 5 or less than 5. If it is less than 5, it will automatically get converted into 0. And I will copy the same number as it is. Over here in 3644, 4 is less than 5, 4 is less than 5. So what will happen? It will get converted into 0 and so this 4 will remain as it is. Nothing will be added in that number. Rounding off to tens, the last we will add 10. The last digit will be converted into 10. If it is in hundreds place, 20. Thousands place, 30. Now going for this example. One more example, that is 4289. Again we have to focus on the tens position. Now what you have to do means I have to write the first two digit as it is and then I will be focusing in this last two digits. For 89, I have to first find out whether my last digit, that is 9, is more than 5 or less than 5. As 9 is more than 5, as 9 is more than 5, what will happen? One number will be added to 1. This number, so 8 plus 1 will become 9. And as we are rounding off estimation, so automatically 10 has to be added in rounding off of the number. So I hope that rounding off to tens is clear. Now we will go for rounding off to hundreds. Going with the same example, 3644 rounding off to 100. Now students, now what will happen? I have to first add, because I am rounding off to 100, I will write the first digit as it is. Second digit also I will copy. Second digit I will not copy. I will first copy the same digit. Now 4 is less than 5. This 4 is also less than 5. So what will happen? Automatically 10 is added of the ones place. We only have to focus on 6 and 4 for rounding off to 100. So as this 4 is less than 5, there will be no changes in this number. So we will copy 6 as it is and 4 will be replaced by 0. Because it is rounding off to 100, 2 zeros will be added in the answer. Same way, another example, that is 4289. I am rounding off to 100. So what will happen? 4 is copied as it is. 10 is already added over here. Because it is tens place, units place, 0 will come. We will only focus on 2 and 8. Now my main target will be 8. 8 is more than 5. As 8 is more than 5, plus 1 will be added with 2. 8 will get converted to 0 and 2 will become 3. So in rounding off to 100, the last two numbers will become 0. As 8 is more than 5, one number will be added to the 100th place and it will get converted into 3. So in 100th place, the answer is 4300. Now explanation of 1000th place for the same number. Now, students, now pay attention. I am focusing on the thousands place, that is 3. So I have to only focus on this number. These two numbers will automatically get converted into 0. So automatically this has become 0. This has become 0. Now 6 is more than 5. So automatically, as per the rules, that if the number, the last digit is between 1 to 4, it will take the same number. If it is between 6 to 10, 6 to 9, it will take the next number. And 5 means we have to add in the next number. So 6 means we will be adding 1 to 3. That is, we will add 1 to 3 and it will get converted into 4. So the last 3 digits has become 0 because it is in the thousands place, and 3 has got converted into 4 because we are adding 1 to 3. Why we are adding 1 to 3? Because this next number to 3 is 6, and as 6 is more than 5, one digit 6 will get converted into 0 and will be adding 1 plus 1 to 3, which makes 4. Same way over here. Now pay attention. These numbers, two numbers will get converted into 0. I have to focus on thousands place. So what I will do, I will focus on the next number, unit number next to 1000. So it is 2. Now 2 is less than 5. So what will happen? No addition of any digit because it is less than 5. So 4 will remain as it is and 2 will get converted into 0. 2 will take the place of 0. No addition of any one more number to the next number in the thousands place, and so my answer is 4000. I am very sure by now this concept of converting into tens, hundreds, thousand is clear to all my dear students. Now I will be explaining you how to add, subtract and multiply to find out the estimated value. I have taken 3 examples. One is of addition, subtraction and multiplication. We have to round off the number for getting the approximate estimated value. Now let's add. What I have to do? I have to convert this number into my estimated value and then add it. That will be my approximate answer. Now 5290. The last digit is 1000, so I am going to round off to thousands place. Is this clear? So first I'll add 20 because 110 place will get converted into 0. Now I'll focus on 2, and as 2 is less than 5, my 5 will remain as it is because it is less than 5. So my approximate value of this number will become 5000. Now going for the next number, right? Again, what will happen? I have to focus over here also with 7. So first I will add 20 in the tens place and ones place. 9. Now I will concentrate on 9. 9 is more than 5. As 9 is more than 5, automatically plus 1 will be added to 7. Plus 1 will be added to 7. So what will happen? 9 will become 0 and 7 will become 8. And then I will add the number. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 8 and 3, 13. 3, 1 carried over, and that is 23,000. This is my estimated value, that is 23,000. So what I have to do when I am doing addition? I will take the round off figure, and then what I will do? I will add the number. Now we will have one more example, that is of subtraction. You all must be knowing that this sign means we have to subtract. We have to less. Now again we will go for the round off number. 5, 6, 7, 3. So we have to round off to the nearest 100 because here we have 3-digit number. So we have to round off to the nearest 100. So the last 2 digit will be converted to 0. But before converting to 0, what I will do, I will see the 6th number, right? So 7 is more than 5. So plus 1 over here. So now what will happen? 5, 7, 0, 0. 3 will get converted into 0. 7 will get converted into 0. And 6. As 7 is more than 5, we will add 1 to 6. So it will become 5, 7, 0, 0. Now coming on this. This will get converted into 0. 3 is less than 5. So what will happen? 3 will become 0 and 4 will remain as it is. So 0 and 4. And as the sign is of minus, we need to subtract. So 0 minus 0, 0, 0 minus 0, 0. 7 minus 4 is 3 and 5 will remain as it is. So the rule is applied in the same way for addition and subtraction. Only the difference, here you have to add, here you have to subtract. Come on. Now let's come for the multiplication product. We need to find out the product. Product means what? Multiply. Now I will not going to explain the rules because the rules are clear to you. So 578. 7 is more than 5. 7 is more than 5. So 5 will become 6. So this will become 600 multiplied by again the second digit. 6 is more than 5. So 1 will become 2. That is 200. I have to multiply 600 with 200. I will calculate all the 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 2s are 12. And I will put down the comma as per the Indian system. So students, I am very sure this concept is clear to you. Now going for the last topic of this chapter, that is Roman numbers. Students, you must be knowing only what is Roman numbers. When the numbers are replaced with the Roman sign, for example, 1 is replaced by 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. This sign which I am doing is called Roman numbers. You all must be acquainted with the sign from 1 to 10. I will be explaining you. For bigger numbers, we use which symbol for Roman numbers? L stands for 50. Instead of writing 50, I use L. C stands for 100. Whenever I want to go for Roman calculation of more numbers, I use C instead of 100. B stands for 500 and M stands for 1000. This calculation, I can say this alphabets are used for bigger calculations of Roman numbers. Let me explain you with one example. How do I calculate big numbers in Roman form? For example, there is a number, say 69. First, I will bifurcate this number into 2 parts because I cannot convert 6 in Roman number, 9 in Roman number. So what is 69? That is 60 plus 9. Till here is it clear? Now 60. What is 60? That is 50 plus 10 and 9 will remain as it is. Now 50. What is the symbol that you use for 50? That is L. That is L. L stands for 50 and 10 stands for X plus 9 stands for 1x. So what is my answer? LX1x. One more example, that is 98. First I will bifurcate this number 98. Bifurcation is 90 plus 8. Then I will bifurcate 90. 8 will remain as it is. What is 90? 90 is 100 minus 10 and 8 will remain as it is. Because we have a symbol for 100, we say 100 minus 10. Now, there is a rule that when you are subtracting any integer, it will, in Roman numbers, that number will go on the left hand side. So, first I will write the value of 10, the symbol of 10, that is x, and 100 stands for C, and plus 8. So, here my answer is xc, that is 100 minus 10, 90 plus 8 is 98. By now, I am very sure that the whole concept of this chapter is clear to you. Here we come to the end of the chapter number 1. Thank you.